Yes, well, hi and welcome and greetings to you all. Thanks for coming. I'm here tonight to talk on behalf of Sierra Club, as well as I'm a CEA board member. And my topic is the Centennial M1 industrial site. That is one of the two sites purchased by Rise Gold for this project. Did you all know that the state of California has over 40,000 abandoned mines? The Centennial Site ranked first as the top priority abandoned mine by the EPA because of the proximity to our communities and also because of the known contamination and physical hazards that are on the site. This Centennial Site, located near downtown Grass Valley off Idaho-Maryland Road near Ferguson's Plumbing, that's the way I found the place, is a historically toxic site that is facing EPA Superfund designation. The site is 56 acres with 2/3 of the site covered with tailings from the Idaho-Maryland Mine, which operated until 1956. Though it was much quieter during the war and afterwards. In fact, it then closed in the mid-50s. There is an estimated 270,000 cubic yards of legacy tailings, which are toxic, which have to be removed in order to use the site for the new dumping or placing new mine waste. The Superfund's designation has been conditionally deferred for the time being because Rise Gold signed a contract with the California Department of Toxic Substance Controls to clean up the site. But it's important to understand that these are two completely separate projects at this time. During the new NOP process, CEA asked the county to include the cleanup in its EIR, truly because the Centennial Site is an integral part of the mine project and needs to be remediated before the rest of the project can proceed. That's an important point. It really needs, we have to get it cleaned up, and our leadership needs to understand that. It has to be remediated. Currently, the Department of Toxic Substance Controls have just given Rise Gold a timetable of their cleanup process, which suggests that it will not be until early 2021 when reclamation work can actually begin. Cleanup costs are still unknown, but even by reasonable estimates, it could be put at over $2 million. Centennial will have its own environmental impact report with a negative deck before the actual cleanup begins. It's slated to begin this fall, that's when the process of the EIR for that particular remediation will go on, and the public will have a chance to talk about it. And then by the time they get all of that finished, then the work will not be finished, will work through the winter and then will not be finished until the spring. DTSC has just recently, I've already did that. The DTSC is not looking for the overall mine project, looking at it, since it's outside their scope of work at this time. However, it was brought to their attention that a very large volume of mine waste will ultimately be brought in from the Brunswick mine site. And using as an example, the Centennial will be once it's cleaned up, will be the recipient of 1,040,000 engineered fill, reaching a height of 30 to 70 feet above the current ground level. Bear in mind that 10 feet is the standard height for a one-story building. Therefore, we face the possibility of seeing anywhere from 3 stories to 7-story buildings, that sort of bulk in that area. The zoning of the site is M1, which is light industrial, which is the county zoning. The Centennial Site is in the Grass Valley sphere of influence for future planning. Grass Valley's planned sphere of influence zoning is a business park, keeping with the rest of the Whispering Pines business mark and surrounding neighborhoods. Rise Gold has asked the county for a rezoning for both sites, combining M1 with ME, which will allow mineral extraction, which will allow processing, stockpiling of mine minerals, waste disposal, and the reclamation. Right now, there is no ME attached to that. That is something that the county will have to, they've asked for it, and we'll see what happens with that. Rise Gold has not requested that Centennial be annexed to Grass Valley as part of the sphere of influence. Their project would not fit very well into the land use zoning of the Whispering Pines Business Park. What I really want to say, it's very important for us to realize that these are two separate projects, but they really are one project. One cannot go forward without the other. Well, park could get, the Centennial could get cleaned up, of course, but the mine cannot go forward. It needs a place to put all those tailings, 1,040,000 of them. Thanks for listening. I think we're moving on to something else.
That was awesome, Barbara, and I really, really appreciate it. There's a really good overview. As a matter of fact, you know, one of the things I thought I might just do is just pop up for a moment a quick map. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Just to, you know, make it come home, right? The Centennial Site right up there off of Idaho-Maryland Mine, not far from downtown Grass Valley, not far from the hospital. And it is, yeah, it's a toxic site and it needs to be cleaned up, and we can't depend on the approval of the mine project, the larger mine project to do that. So thank you for that.